Hey everybody, welcome back. So let's see what we're going to do here today. When we left off, kind of an ambiguous episode. We're having some scaling pains. You know, we have a bit of a suboptimal oil situation here. A couple observations. I sat here and kind of stared at these things. One, these pump jacks are not running at all. These are missing speed modules. These over here are running, but lack speed modules. They definitely should need them by now. We actually never built a wall here. Could have just gone around, most likely. But so, if we look here, this is interesting because the crude levels... Oh, we have a pump here. Okay, that's why this is managing to not be full. So, we have a bit of like an oil prioritization issue occurring. Because you have this oil drop off here, and it pumps out so oil can't flow this way, hence why these tanks are not full. But this pipe, which it drives this whole refinery battery, and it's hooked up to just a ton of flamethrowers all over the place that definitely don't need to really be there anymore, but it is hooked up to them all, and all the way in fact down to here with these guys, which are not pumping again because that pipe is full. So we got that. This oil and this oil are hooked up correctly, and I believe so. They're both still on production modules. Let's see, this one as well. These two, they're fine, production modules. They have a train stop. This one, we never hooked up. We only used it to ever drive the flamethrowers, which haven't seen a lot of action, so that can definitely get its own train stop and get hooked up. We have some oil kind of sitting just outside of our walls here and flirting with us. There's this, which again is just driving flamethrowers. Probably want to correct that. These little guys are also just on this pipe over here, but so few of them. And then of course over here we also have some oil over here, quite a bit of it actually. And then another one, which I think it's only driving flamethrowers like everything else, no production modules. So that's a bit of a lot of room for improvement here for our oil scaling issues, to be sure. And then the question is, what order do we want to address these things in? I am kind of thinking that I want to disconnect. I basically want to go around the perimeter here and check everything that this crude oil pipe connects to and start eliminating things, because I don't think that this is necessary. I really don't. This is what used to drive flamethrowers. Let's see this here. Oh wow, the satellite gives permanent vision wherever it is, I guess. This needs production modules. Actually, it's probably depleted enough, excuse me, that it needs speed modules. Yeah, 180. It's getting speed modules, like these guys have. So, let's start to make ourselves some new list items here. Improve oil, what will we call this? Pumping? Procurement? Say crude oil procurement. Add it to the top. So then, once that's fixed, did we ever do plastic? I think we started to here. Yeah, we never actually hooked this up. We need to run this coal. This idiocy here, we need to run this up and start turning that into plastic and get that on a belt. We are just doing basic, I think, over here. What's the recipe for that? So you get 90 petroleum gas. Now, if we were to switch to advanced, you definitely get more than 90 worth, I think. Still could be, let's see, because we did this, we calculated these reductions before. So light oil is a 3-to-2 ratio, which is pretty bad. And then heavy is 4-to-3. So you'd have multiply by, so you have 100 crude going in. So for heavy, it's multiply by 3/4 and then by 2/3, I think. 3/4 times 2/3 would be 6/12, I want to say. Is that true? 2 times 3 up top. Mistake. Yeah. So that's 1/2, of course. So heavy gives you 1/2 out in petroleum. And so that's 35. And then light gives you 2/3 out, which is 20. So 55 plus 20 is 75. And then on this one, you're going to get 10 out, as if you did everything to petroleum via cracking. You're going to get 10 out petroleum wise from the heavy. You're going to get 2/3 of 70, which is, and we've done this math before, it's like 23. 23 plus 10. So if you are going for just petroleum, this is by far your recipe right here. Just this, I don't know if that's even considered basic, but that's what you want. And so I think we're actually going to keep this and do our petroleum exports here. And then when we do advanced, we'll try to avoid doing petroleum as an export, because we'll want it to lean on this. If you're getting petroleum for some purpose, you want it to come from here. Is the way this should work. Yeah, so we really need to improve our crude. And then from there, we are going to need, let's just go with a couple things we know we need. In fact, we already have that one written down. LDS city block. Now, let's take a gander and remind ourselves, LDS is copper, glass, steel, and plastic. We have everything coming out of the city blocks except the plastic, which we just said we're going to get, so that's a non-issue. Should probably prioritize the blue belts, but not yet. There's still other things we need. We need to hook up the red circuit city block to be sure. That's going to be important. Let's see. We should get small engines rather, and small motors into city blocks, and then big motors, I wonder. So for small, it's just copper and iron. For big, let's see here. Steel, lubricant, and electronic circuits, right? So that's 4 inputs. We could do it, knock one out if we did it right next to electric, but might as well just do them in 2 city blocks right next to each other. We can think about that a little bit more. So do one of these and then knock it down a few. We are going to need batteries. Probably just should have made one big item and then put them in a list in the side of it. Whatever. We did heat shielding. There are other things we're going to need for the space capsules, but that's something that, you know, I don't care too much about compared to this. Just we still have, oh yeah, no, we already knew that. That's going to the steel. That's what jammed up our steel production. We have stone bricks over there still. Let's see. There was something, oh yeah, this evil thing. Where is it? This belt right here. These 2 item types worth. So actually, let's look in here. I think it's under Where is it? Cargo, what? No. It's under this. So it's under manufacturing. What's breaking? Where? How are they getting to the... Whatever. I'm sure it's fine. Alright, so your raws here are going to be... Well, advanced circuits are easy. Iron chests are easy because they come in, well, as plates. Steel plates just come in. Fast inserters are the part you really need to concern yourself with for those. That's just going to be... Why is the raw weird to me? It's in terms of the ores, but it'd almost be better if it was in terms of the plates. So in any case, one inserter, which is a burner inserter, so you need single cylinder engines and plates. You need small electric motors and burner inserters. And then you need, well, that output plus some more iron plates. So I'm going to go ahead and say that for single cylinder engines, we're actually not going to do this as a block like I did initially. Maybe we will for some uses. When you think about it, it's such a simple recipe. It's just iron plates. That's all it is. And you can use it in scenarios like this to eliminate an entire input. Like if you do it on site, it's very helpful to me for fast inserters because now you just need iron plates for burner inserters. And then you bring in your small electric motors from on a train. Now you have two inputs, iron plates and small electric motors. And then you come over here and you already have iron plates. You already made your inserters on site. And now you have three inputs. You have your electronic circuits. And of course, we're using those. I don't know if I want to do an entire train for those, but maybe we need to because they're an input to this. And that would knock you down to red circuits, iron plates, steel plates, and fast inserters. But I mean, at that point, you're already at 4 anyway. So you're doing something non-typical with the inputs. Like you're going to have at least, you're going to have more train stations. Either you're going to make it more than one city block or you're going to get fancy and do something like, I don't know, what could you do? If we look at just one of these random city blocks, maybe you could do something like have this cut off earlier, like there, and do 2 train stops or something like that. I don't know. And actually you wouldn't want to do it from quite there. You'd want to do it off of this guy and have it cross over, I think. And actually, where would that want to be? This one, yeah, right there. Do it off of this one so that it doesn't care about your train stop. Actually, let's go look at one that has train stops. So if you were doing up here, no. Okay, right there. That's what you'd want to do in my opinion, right there. Although, if you did that, do you have room? You do. You still have room for a signal right here, which you want to help split this up. The problem with it is that you can't, I guess that's okay. I think that's okay. I was going to say, you can't use a signal to, because if you do it, I think we said, not there, this one. If you do it here, you have no room for a signal right here, right? Can't put one anywhere, so you can't isolate those, you can't make those separate train blocks. And that's a problem. Well, it can be, it just means that until the train gets clear of this signal right here, that nobody's coming in here. And that, you know, it's city blocks, they got plenty of other room. It'll be fine, especially if they don't, like a stupid train, sit there and try to stop here because, you know, there's a train up here, which you have to watch your signals. And I think it would be fine if you took and put like this. I'm pretty sure that'd be okay. Although it might have an odd interaction with the intersection here. I'm not positive on that. Not positive on that. Think about that, but we'll probably just do it and see how it works. So anyway, in conclusion, I'm not gonna, at least for the purposes of these stupid things here, I am not going to bother doing small engines separately, I don't think. So that's one. We looked at, I think, that one. And then here, you have advanced circuits, pipes, pumps, and storage tanks. So let's just go and look. Pipes are just plates. Storage tanks are iron and steel plates. Pumps are iron and steel plates and small motors. So kind of makes sense to do these very close to each other, in my humble opinion. And then once you do that, then you need RCUs. So we need, what's breaking? Nothing important. What are RCUs again? Well, they're right here. Batteries, which we're about to have, well, once we do this thing. Advanced circuits, the rest is, you know, whatever. Okay. At that point, you have all this. The last thing that you need is the capsule. At that point, we'll have, well, solid rocket fuel is kind of iffy, but pretend we have that for a minute. Solar panels and accumulators. Let's take a look at those. That's just 4 inputs that we have. That's just 2 inputs. Well, 2 inputs that we're going to have. So not too big of a deal. Again, it might try our train stop structure, but that's okay. I don't think I'm going to list those out yet. I mean, I guess I could. Because then, at that point, once you have these automated, and you have cargo rocket sections automated, and you have, well, fuel is not that big of a deal. I mean, we need it, but seems pretty straightforward. Once you have all that, then you can start doing automated launches to get stuff up there to wherever you want it to go. And that's pretty cool. So I guess let's start with oil. Kind of wonder about using like a requester chest to pull some of the this, like, we must have so much stone in our logistics network here. Yeah, 20k of it, in fact. That's a lot of stone. How many, what is that, like 400 stacks? Yeah, I think so, because 400 by 50 would be 20k. So yeah, 400, almost a full one of these worth of stone. So we should probably address that at some point. Speed modules. This is another thing that is really getting under my skin a bit. We need automated speed module 2s now to get. Where did we do? There's, see, and this is ironic because, oh no, we took this, so we can get rid of that, right? And this is just kind of a nasty spot for it. It just needs green circuits and solid fuel. So I feel like maybe we bring it up here and do it up here or something, instead of where it is right now. And then this needs red circuits and small motors. Now, small motors are, maybe we just do it over here, question mark? I mean, we have red circuits right there. So we could do, and we have green circuits over here. Tricky. Very tricky. Not really. Oh, you have red and green right here. So then it'd just be a matter of getting motors and solid fuel over. Motors are right there. Any way to easily cut them off and get them up there, I wonder. Here's red and green right here. So if anything, could think right about here, right? First you start. We need our solid fuel over here. How could we pull that down? It's over here. Stops here. Haven't really left myself a lot of options here. But I feel like we can figure this out. I really do. Spaghetti always finds a way. Oh, we're not going up there. We are going over here, right? Yeah, we're close. Okay, that's that one. And then here you have, just need to like that. Okay. And then the only thing missing is, of course, the solid fuel. But everything else is there. Connect this up. Connect this. And then figure out how we're getting it the rest of the way. Solid fuel is right here. I can easily get it. Well, if I underground this. Well, let me take those and let's put those on a, I mean, for now we can just do this. And of course, let's get this. And fill it up because we are gonna use them. So for now, that thing's ripping. And now let's go back to figuring out how solid fuel gets over there. Okay, so okay. Nope. Very bad. How do I feel like I don't have enough underground belts? going on here? I'm a little confused. I've got 29. What's going on? Where are all my red underground belts at? Uh-oh. Is it this? No. What? I don't know what's going on there. I should be getting restocked on that, and I'm not. Alright, I think this works. Just hook it up. And watch it. Make sure that we don't cross-contaminate anything. Okay, cool. Let's disconnect that for now, though, and let it use up all these. We already have a good showing here. This is great. So now, what? I feel like something's messed up here. Not in logistic network. What are you talking about, dude? What is that right there? What is this chest full of them? What? Am I taking crazy pills? What is happening to me right now? There's a RoboPort right here. What's happening? Guys, what is going on? Is it... There's all sorts of goofiness happening up here. I can tell these guys... They're putting... What's going on? We're putting rocket fuel in the storage containers up here. We got speed modules because... Are they trying to fly to me over here? Where are you guys going? I am very confused right now. Well, as to what's happening. This... Okay, so it very much does look like those guys are coming to me. But the thing is that I don't see any red belt ones. I see rocket fuel. I see speed mod ones. These guys got nothing. More, I see batteries, which I'm pretty sure is just this. I see this. This is blue circuit, so I'm going to assume again that it's my evil use of bots here for that. Where are my red belts, guys? All right. Hold on just a second. What happens if I put that back? Number of available robots. Oh, we searched red. Okay, no. It has it in the network. And now it says there's 24 on the way. I shouldn't have searched red belts. That's goofy. Okay, but who's bringing them to me? I'm confused. Batteries? Huh. Oh, somebody brought me something. Thank you, whatever that was. All right. So, in any case, now this is all nice and automated. Just got to remember to turn this back. Let us go ahead and change this to this. And trash our... Well, we don't have any on us. Alright, so we got some speed modules on us. Time to go improve our live. Now, I guess ultimately, I kind of want everything to get off of directly supplying this. Because while this is still very necessary for us, we are going to decrease our reliance on it. And it has this. So And this being, of course, the crude oil drop off from many other stations. And so if it has that, then it makes me kind of want to disconnect this from all sides and supply it only by train. Because right now we have this kind of like competing. This isn't even connected. What's happening here? Wait. What's going on? So we got a pump going here. Dude, what is happening right now? So this guy says he is pumping oil. How does he have any oil to pump? This has got to be connected to something that I don't see. How? Oh, because it goes under the gun. Okay, got it. So that just was never hooked up, never worked, but whatever. It still gets oil from here. All right. What is it? Shift, scroll. Yep. There we go. So now those guys are pumping oil a lot faster. Oh, right. Let's check on our research situation on orbit. All right. We're hurting for something. Now, we said we were going to start transitioning this. What are we hurting for? It looks like we got everything but green. We are at a green. Well, no. Yeah, so we want this thing to drain. So green is the next one, right? Logistic request. So we're going to do green science 200, and then we're going to copy that over there. And they both have 200 green science on the way. Now, where are you getting it from? Oh, down here? All right. Now we're running again. And you know, come to think of it, you think about what's going to happen here. How many? It chews up one at a time. So yeah, I am going to let each one of these run out individually. And probably see, the science one is tricky. This can, I guess, perpetually be science packs if it wants to be. Space science packs, rather, not just science packs. That's what they all are. Okay. So we put speed modules and those up there. And this guy is going to pump that in. But see, he's only pumping it in when he gets room. And now these are stacking up pretty hard. That pipe is full already, and it makes sense that it would be. Because how could it... I mean, if this network isn't... What I think I want to do... Oh, and that pipe also contains the output from this place over here. So what I'm thinking I want to do is... Well, first I want to make sure that... Okay, yeah, he's got room. I think I'll just do a train stop over here. Right? And then have another crude train here. Then we can disconnect this over here, which will be beneficial because then this can start contributing to... Where is it? Where is it? Hello? Are you there? Right here, this one, which definitely could still... You know what? Maybe we want to start... Well... Well, we need to embiggen this thing anyway. Because we could shoot through this crude a lot faster than we are. I'm actually kind of tempted here to just slap another one of these down, right? See, so now that's on the way. And you still need to get the petroleum out of there somehow. Because this is not a thing. So we need to, like that, and then like that. And I think that that'll do it. So then this thing can start chewing through crude a lot faster. And we can hook up that plastic one Because right now, this thing has supplying. So this drives the heat shielding basically directly and exclusively right now. Right now we can and should just pull the petroleum down here and do the plastic, but it looks like the bottleneck here is sulfur. Everything else is there everywhere except what. Yeah, no, these guys are running nonstop. So these ones are managing to have enough. But that thing is definitely nomming on all that. Okay. So now you have all that coming in. We'll increase our output a bit here. Looks like this got a drop off. What? So if we're under 100k here, it wants more. Can hold 200. I would argue. So a train can hold 75. So no, can hold 100. Yeah, this is fair. This is good. Anyway. How do we want to do this? We don't have to get too, we don't have to be too formal here with however we do this, because this is never going away. And so it's basically going to block at least this city block and some of this one. So, I mean, we can just pull a train off. Guys, am I in satellite or map mode? Let's just go over there. Wait, I'm already like right here. Alrighty. Yeah, let's do this. Wow, this, I don't know. Oh, no, we don't want to do that. How do I want to, this? Yeah. Just do like this. Not the prettiest train stop, but it works. And then get us some signals out. So it looks like, so that thing is already, okay, that's already signaling that. And this is already signaling this. Okay, cool. So we're good. Let's just go copy a train station. Well, probably could have afforded to miss that one little piece at the end there. Aside from that, we're okay. Get rid of that. So let's see. Oh, it didn't let us place the... What happened here? Is it this? Okay, there we go. Enabled condition, we're over 40. I guess that's okay. And then get rid of that. Bring this up here. And I guess it can continue to direct feed the... I guess direct feed this over here, I guess. Just don't like it. I'm not sure I see the point in turning it off, because now it can pick whichever way is open and it'll more or less evenly spread itself across the two. No, it won't, because it'll always favor getting pulled out of here unless we put a pump. I'm not sure I want to do that. On the other hand, I kind of do. Kind of rather even consumption. Okay. All right, and we're starting to get these pipes placed here, and these are now starting to fill up. Actually, a pretty healthy amount so far. I don't know. Well, this will tell you right here, pumping speed. It can't be that much. Yeah, we're going down now as it empties those pipes out, and it looks like we're going to stabilize somewhere around 90 or 100, which is solid, right? 10 minutes at 100 a second is 60,000. So that's 60,000 oil every 10 minutes. That's... Wait. No. That's not true. 10 minutes is... No, yeah, 10 minutes, 600 seconds times 100 per second. 90 per second, 50 to 60,000, something like that. So that's great. Right now that's going to be disabled. That's fine. What happened here? Why? Why did that happen? Okay. So we got that hooked up, and we got these guys on speed modules, which is nice. I think the next order of business should be to go down here and take care of this. So let's go do that. Okay. So, and like we said before, these aren't pumping. These ones already have speed mod 2s. That's good. Pretty sure these don't, so let's get them to have them. Hope I have enough on me. I look to. Yeah, that's good. And then we can just do how do we want to do this? We make it cross over to here. Can't flip it because it's a train stop. Oh yeah, no. I have my directions reversed here. I'll do it right here then. Where is this happening? Oof. Looks rough. I did that backward. 1 second. So, train signal out, chain signal in. All right. Okay. How can I get these? Maybe if I just do like, if I just do this and then undo it. Yeah. And then if I just do this and undo it, there we go. Just trying to force my bots to do it. This and this. Now, I have a belief that when I place this section, all of these pumps should start running. So. All right, we're all running up here. Let's go check down here. Starting to. Probably would help if we had a pump. Let's go add one of those. All right. Help it go a little bit faster, I hope. Yeah, now everybody's gone. This is great. And technically, if I leave this here, I'm kind of making a circuit unless there's pumps going into here. So I'm going to disconnect this from the rest of the network now. As far as I'm concerned, this can drive it from up here. Because I don't want it to... Unless I want to... Actually, no, because there was a pump right there. I might want to... Yeah, I think we're okay. I can leave this. Yeah, we're okay. All right, and this train station's already on because it has enough oil to be, so that's good. I'm gonna say that for now, I guess the last thing, well, no, because we have a train stop for this. Why does that feel like it's going so slow? Is it because these guys have production modules? What did we ever get down to here? 860. Yeah, that feels like it's slow enough to be justified being on speed modules. All right. Cool. This guy's still ripping along up here. Some lanes are almost, well, some lanes are fully off at this point. One is. Okay, let's take a look upstairs. We are still going. We are almost out of blue science. We're going to let that keep going. Okay, I'm going to kind of want to say that we're done improving crude for now. I know I had originally speculated that we could do more, but I'm pretty satisfied with this until I see how it responds to the increased load. Maybe we'll just go hook up that one right there. I mean, that one, because that's a new fresh boy right there. These are already, yeah, let's go up there. All right. Where do we want to do this? Maybe like... It's a tricky one. Where's the best place to do it? Well, first let's get productivity modules inserted. Then... See, we're so close to being able to do this, but... Well, I'll tell you what. We don't really need these guns over here. I do want to preserve the integrity of the loop, but... I mean... Driven off of both, these guns are doing nothing. So I feel like we can lose these. Alright. So you get rid of those. Make sure that we did. we got this right. Okay, and then we just need to... that. Now we're loading those up. Okay, the pumps are going now. Train station is... what's going on here? Why? Why? Something's wrong. What'd I do wrong? What? Why? 100. Because that ain't connected right there, that's why. That's scary. And let's get this on a pump. There we go. So these guys are all running now, as they should be. And what is this at 240k? I'll be there in no time. We almost definitely don't have enough trains now. Definitely should have enough oil for a while. There we go. I'm going to call that one done. Now I think it's done. So it feels like a pretty healthy amount of oil to me. And of course, with oil comes democracy and beautiful pollution, which is of course our goal. In fact, we can see, look at these fish love this. They love this healthy green water. Okay. Where to now? We said the next thing was going to be LDS City Block. Point something out here. Our little train depot is certainly starting to look crowded. Might need another one of these bad boys soon. LDS City Block, that does seem like a big one. I mean, right now, we're at least backed up the belt on it, but that certainly won't stay that way. I guess just trust the list and... well, you know what? We never added it here, but Plastic City Block. Let's do that. That comes before LDS anyway. All right, let's get that Plastic City Block hooked up. You know, I have to say that doing these videos and making these lists are one of the best exercises in, I don't want to say anxiety management, but kind of, if you're like me and you would all struggle with, you know, and be it real life or otherwise, for me it's even been games where I have a hard time when I have all this stuff to do, and it's fun and I enjoy it, but I feel like it's all not perfect and it's hard to get it perfect. This game has been one of the best things, and this mod pack especially, because of the complexity, which I know is nothing compared to, how do you pronounce that? Pyanodons? I don't know how to say it, but it really has been one of the best things for me for sort of working through that. And this to-do list is great. It's really it's been a big learning experience for me so far. And I really do enjoy it. Because last video, I have to tell you, I think last was number, what was that? Was the one 69? I think was the one where it was starting to get pretty rough for me. Which way are these guys going? So this is coal. That was getting pretty hard to see the vision of what this was supposed to be. First, let's get this hooked up to power. These blinking lights are annoying me. And then I guess let's get a splitter for the coal. Where? Go. Balancer, rather. I guess we're not doing a train stop over here, which is fine. Though it would be nice to keep it. Let's try to put it like right. Just like right down here, right? Because actually kind of... 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's goofy. Is there a redo button? Okay, let's just do this and then that. Because I already have 4 lanes of coal that I need up here. So we'll just put it right there. No. Bad. That would have been sad. I wonder if it would have managed to mix them together. I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, here we go. Right. And I forget if we did the numbers on this. I think plastic is pretty fast, huh? And it's 1 second crafting time. Of course, we have productivity modules, so that's going to slow it down a good clip. And on top of the reduced crafting speed of the... no, actually, these have a crafting speed of 1, so... In any case, we could... The current crafting speed, which is only ever going to go down as we get better productivity modules. The current crafting speed, you need 1 coal a second times 0.55, so about a half a coal a second. And each one of these, theoretically, could be 30 coal a second. So you can almost drive 60 of these, and in a line here you have 16. I need to stop doing that. That random electric furnace that I always place is getting on my nerves. That there. And then we'll bring in the coal from down below. I guess what we could do is, what's the best way to rotate these? Why am I blanking on this? What if, there we go. That's what I wanted. I know this is goofy. Bear with me. I don't agree with that. There we go. Alrighty. So now we got all those belts coming in. Right. And then this is getting driven off of that. And we can do that. And let's I don't know if this was the right way to do this or not, but whatever, it's given us a full belt. I don't. So that goes up there. This is all probably on the way in now. So there's your coal. And what substance is in there? Not what we need. Oh, there we go. That spanned it, but this one, we'll put it there. Yeah, we made it. Problem the first. I messed that up. Well. Okay, let's get rid of that. I don't know why that was there. Oh, that was from before. And let's go hook up our petroleum. All right, these things are nomming on it. Wow, that's a lot of petroleum per pipe. Tell you, half speed, so call it 10 per second. One pipe can run 1,200. You can only run 120 of these. But nonetheless, there we go. Now, where do we want to do the train stop? Probably, I mean, we can move this belt here. Let's just cut that off right now and hope that, yeah, it'll be able to chew it all up, at least to clear that belt. I don't like where we did this. Okay, now we can do a train stop for plastic down here. Let's copy a train stop from somewhere. Let's not mix up. You know what? Uh-oh. Let's bar entry to this until we finish everything, because the last time there was a bit of a pollution issue, like a cross-contamination item issue. We don't want that to ever happen again. Okay, so we have to copy this separately, because if I copy the belts, which I want to flip with the balancer from the train stop, it of course won't let me flip them, so we're going to copy we're just going to copy the train stop. Get that put down first. Plenty of room. Very nice. And then we'll copy those belts and the balancer. So there's your plastic input. So let's just think, if we were going to copy paste the city block, we wouldn't be direct inning coal and petroleum gas necessarily. So where would it come from? I mean, this kind of feels like coal would be, well, I'm going to say petroleum gas on this side and coal up here is the way we're going to do it. So we'll say this is a blank. And we'll do setbacks as we always do. Local ordinance requires that we do. We wouldn't want to be in bad standing with the town of Novice. Okay. So these belts are all on the way. And then, yeah, I think we're good to hook this up. Plop that train station down ourselves. Change the name immediately. This is going to be Plastic Bar Pickup. Alright, I think we're safe now. No trains have that stop anyway. And even if they did, they should be the right trains. So of course we're going to need to do another train, and let's go ahead and let's put that past plastic. Alrighty. Feeling pretty good about this now. I guess I could plop down a train right here. Give it some gas. I guess the station order here will be, if it's going to sit at a depot, we want it to do it after it picks up. So we'll do, oh, and we don't even have a drop off yet. So we'll do pickup. Time passed 30. Actually, they can hold more, so we'll do 60 on this one. Or inactivity. We'll add the depot. 5 seconds of inactivity. We don't have a drop off for this yet, which the first drop off is going to be LDS. And no, I'm not going to build it right next to here. However much more efficient it would be, I do not like the idea of this sort of neighbor coupling that we've been starting to do here. I'm not a fan. How are we doing up here? We are hurting on petroleum gas. Why? We never hooked this up, first of all. That was a bit of an oversight. There we go. And we never hooked we never hooked up its inputs, did we? Goofy us. Goofy you, the viewer, who is squarely to blame. It's okay. I fixed your mistake. Gort. Okay. How much are we really are not going through very much of this? Well, that one is, but it might stabilize. Wow, that one really is. It's a pretty steady output there, isn't it? Well, plastic is improving. I feel like we need another row of these, honestly. Go ahead. Copy that this time. Make sure we hook it all up. Okay. And the output, of course. You need to do the output. I feel like there's a better way to do this than the way I'm hooking this up currently. Like that. And then we don't need this to be joined up everywhere. All right, so that's on the way now. All right, so that's going to scale up a bit. Got plastic going into this now. And I think time to start thinking about LDS, which has 4 inputs, which means our default 4 train stops are not going to cut it. I am not, like I said, I'm not going to do this like a neighbor thing. I don't want to. Oh, this is coming up. This is good. I don't want to just belt it in from the side. It just, it's just one more thing down the line to figure out. I'd rather do it by train now. Figure it out now. So, I guess, and the other challenge with this is going to be evenly distributing everything, right? Now, the way we did it over here was we had these... we had these 2 belts in the middle. That carried everything. Let's look at LDS. So everything's 10 except steel plates. So how would we want to lay this out? Like I said, let's throw a train station down just for planning purposes. Whoops. Okay, so we can totally get away with this. And if we went there, then we could go up here. And the other question here is how do we want to handle this? Maybe like that. It's a little ugly. Oh, I do think it's all... Uh-oh. He's not happy. Probably because he's not on a... Yeah, so that... That section. Okay, so we can't get one. Oh, we already have one right there. So chain in, rail out. But there's a problem. We can't rail this one here. Although, I mean, I'm not sure that matters too much. Because nobody should be stopping here except if they're in traffic. And if they are, then nobody should be trying to get up here anyway. It doesn't block any of... Well, it doesn't block the intersection at all. I think this is okay. And then, how are we going to lay this out? Feels like this is pretty compact. I actually am sitting here wondering if I shouldn't design my city blocks to have, instead of 2 roboports long, have them be 3. Then, of course, we would have probably had to put one in the middle. Maybe I'm just trying to do this too small. Maybe that's the problem here. Well, I think they're going to go left to right. We'll have something coming up here, something coming down here, something come in. I can't decide which is better. Because, well, the output is over here, so 2 things will come in up here. And maybe we can offset them, question mark? Do one here, one there kind of thing? I don't know. Could be nice. And we have to think about how we want to combine these things. Let's go back over here. Where is it? There it is. So, now let's grab a whole one. Right. Wait. Let's see. What did I mix up here? Something's wrong. Oh, I see. Let's get one of them going first here. Okay. So, if you had that... Whoops, nope. Like that. Like that. See, this is gonna be gross. So you obviously need stuff coming in down here. Coming up and somehow joining with the belts here. This is rough, man. I don't know about all this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of 2 this way. It almost... I don't know. The question is, how do you split them up for that, right? Now, this thing is going to be... Let's look at one of the ones. The crafting speed on this is 0.5. It's only ever going to get worse. And at 10, so every 20 seconds, so it needs 0.5. You could do 60 with a red belt, and we're going to have blue belts. So I don't feel like any one of these things needs to be a full belt. Well, it's going to be 1 lane, so cut that in half, right? With a red belt, 30. I mean, see how many we can reasonably get. And then you gotta account for combining the belts at the end here, so you gotta leave room. What does that give you? 18? 18. Well, each lane can run 30 on a red belt. Blue belt is only ever going to give you more. Like, what is it? Like 50% more? And these are only ever going to get slower as we theoretically one day add prod mod 3s. So, all that to say, what I'm thinking is that you have balancers that come off of the train here, right? Like you have one here. You're going to need one up there. And I guess this is going to be a little rough, but you're going to need 2 over here. And then you can just... then you can join them and feed... Yeah, it's tricky. It's real tricky. And of course... You know, like there's gotta be a better way. What if... Okay, so the way this works now... Yeah, there's really no escaping this, is there? Well, we could always simplify this to leave ourselves some more room and knock off one of these, right? Just tear that down. And now this becomes a much more straightforward exercise, because if you have that, and then you have a balancer over here. I mean, do you even need the balancer? You could do a balancer here and join these 2 things up here. I probably should have left myself more room for this one. Let's put that back a little bit. And then you could do stuff like this. Right? Bring that down. And then for this one, I feel like we did this someplace else. You could do this. Guys are still not bringing me... What is going on, man? It says it's on the way. Where is everybody? What am I doing wrong here? Why? Because I, like, turn my jetpack off and on? What is happening? Please have some underground red belts. And then let's get that over there. This will come over here. Wow, I lucked out there that I left myself enough room. And then this comes down like that. And now there's another hard, really sucky part about this. So that lets you do this, and fine, right? Whatever. But then how do you feed the other one in each combination? That's not happy. We don't have a ton of room here. Right. Now, because the other thing you got to remember is we already kind of pushed it a bit here because you got a train stop right there. So that's going to be, that leaves us like very little room to get anything off of this one. That kind of, because that's going to limit our throughput here quite a bit. Let's see what we can squeeze in with this. Let's go to another stop, right? Let's do an unload stop. That's a pickup. Oh, good. My bots finally behaved and brought me here. Do that again. So, I don't feel like this works. I think what you kind of have to do here... Oh, you jerk. Is like this. And then you can do a... You can join those together. And that should balance those. Feel like... Oof. Well, what you could do is underground that there. And then... So basically what we've built there is the front side of this. Now, like the input side of that. So now you could pull one belt out of here and it's balanced. I think we said steel was, yeah, steel is the thing you only need 5 per of. And that's okay, because here you only have, the ratio is right, because you have 4 of these going down to 2 belts versus these get a full 4 belts. So I'm okay with this. And then what you do is you mix them. See, and it's kind of good that we left ourselves room down here, because now you can put this a little bit further up without cutting into nothing. And you can, 1 second, wait for it. Do like this. Disgusting organic matter. Actually, I kind of wonder if I didn't do this backward. Let's think about it some more. What if we did this one down here like this? Right? And then this one up here like, not like that. That would have been sad. Oh, wait. Well, we have to join them first, so this is wrong. But I'll continue to run these. This one wants to go here, and this is the only place it gets tricky. Just do that. And then... I feel like we're getting there. Tear this out because this is wrong. But so now, we left ourselves exactly enough room. This is wild. Well, no, because we said, okay, no. I'm completely being a goof. See, there's not enough, so we can get away with. Let's deconstruct this. We can move this up exactly 2 spaces, right? So that's up there now. Nope. Okay. All right. So the only other option is to move the train station down. So let's pull that off. Well, let's just see what we can do here. Deconstruct all this. And we know how is this? Well, no. I guess you could underground it. I feel like I dealt with this somewhere. I can't remember which one it was at, though. Right, so another thing you could do would be to underground this. We just know that we need to move this train station down. So let's move it down 3 spots. You know what? Let's make it line up. Let's move it down to there. Makes it easier for me to see it. And then what can we do here? So that's the only way to do that. Then you got this. Then you got this. We're one space shy, which could theoretically be solved by moving this whole shebang over exactly 1 unit. Is there no other way I can get away with this? I mean, I could run it over here and then up. I don't like that, though. I feel like the best way to do this is to tear this down. No, not copy it. So we tear that down, right? And then we are gonna drop this whole thing 1 unit to the right. Like that. Then, with that moved, you can do that. And so now this all gets moved 1 over to the right, whatever, right? And then this might need to move a bit, but I think we're in business. I think we're working here. Okay, there we go. Bots are finally showing up for work. And this is no good where this is, but that's okay. what we're gonna do is have two coming out. Then we'll split them off. Not gonna work there. One more. That. I don't like the aesthetic of that. I don't like the aesthetic of that either. We'll just leave it like that. And nope, not like that. So and then the question is, do we have enough? Let's try to do this. So this one would come here like this. This one would come here. It's gonna all have to, let's see. There's that, and then for number 4. Actually, wow. It looks like the spacing is about as good as it could have gotten by happenstance, right? And there you go. I think that works. I think all of our inputs are wired up there now. Well, these train stations are, these two up here are not. And this might be too close. Although I don't think so, right? Because if you look at it... Oh yeah, no way. We're good. Oh! Not no way. That was close. That was definitely a close one. Where do you have a train station there? Whatever. This feels good to know that we're finally going to have evil manufacturing on a block here. It is quite a beast. This right here kind of calls to me and says with blue belts, it really does make a case for like a 1x2 city block setup for this. So we might want to consider doing that on the next one. In retrospect, I could have gone one further out, like gone over here and did it or something and left myself room, but oh well. So yeah, I think what'll the goal be here? This is sad up here. We don't like this. So let's deconstruct this little thing. Cut that, paste it there, and then figure out if we can get all 4 of these into the balancer without any drama. Don't need this. I think we might be in doo-doo. Because if you look at it, yeah, no, we are objectively exactly 1 unit in doo-doo. Alright, well, got a couple options. Feel like what this is saying to me is it wants to be there. And then, see, we have the same issue. The exact same issue. Actually, do we? I feel, no. In fact, let's try something here real quick. So you could run this here, this one here. Yeah, no. I'm being a goofball. So what's happening here? This one here, and then one up here. And guess where that one comes from? All right. Yeah, one slight issue over here with the power situation, but that doesn't really matter because you could just do that. This over here. And now no more power issue. We need poles there, there, there at the minimum. And of course, one there. So this works, I think. Just got to get the stations named so that they're pulling stuff in, but I feel like our inputs are ready to go. And this is unnecessary. Prefer to do these like this. Go. All right. I don't like this. There we go. Just because that one inserter that's on the end there will get mistreated. Let's make this tiling now. Let's figure out our power pole situation. All right. So if we put that down, actually, just tear it all down. Get that tree out of here. Okay. Well, let's think about how this tiles. Kinda doesn't. So I feel like, well, tear that down, tear that down, tear that down. And then if we go back to this, see yeah, I like this more. And I think we might have okay, no, we're good. For a second, I didn't have alt mode on and I thought that I was missing some things. So we just have to add on a few little side considerations here. And we already have a power pole up there. So it's just that one. And then we can copy this entire thing very satisfyingly. Just drop down. So that's a section of 8. This will be 16. And we brought it up to 20. How far would that bring us out? Too close for comfort. I don't like that. I think we'll just leave it here. Let's get the output station going. Where would that be? Here we go. Well, before we go ahead and do that, let's get down a placeholder station. We don't want any trouble. So that then we can just copy everything but the station, because I forget if pasting overrides the station. I don't want any tears to fall here. All right. So there's your output starting there. And you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outputs, but 2 of them are only half belts. So what we'll do is, how do we want to, let's wire up everything except those end 2 for now. So let's see. We'll do like this. That. And then of course what I am going to do, bring that up underground this here. And then have his buddy come and meet him right there. There you go. So with that, once we name these train stations and everything gets placed down, which it's going to be a little while here. Let's see how our reserves are doing. Oh, we actually might. How are we doing on prod mod 2s? Looks like we got okay enough of those. So we should more or less, this should happen pretty quick here. Let's decide on, well, we didn't finish, one sec. All right. We know this one's going to be steel, right? And let's just quadruple check ourselves here. Steel, glass, plastic, copper. Okay. So we know this one's going to be steel, because this is the one that only gets, oh, and we didn't, oh man, do I have to go and, nope, they're all wired up. Okay, good, thank God. And then the condition here will be steel is less than, I don't know how much, 5,000. Nice round number. Which implies the other ones will be 10. So that should be enabled. It is. Probably should set train limits on these. So that should get a steel train at some point. Thought that was it. Scared me. Thought I was going to die. The others don't really matter. Let's do plastic here, because copy a down arrow from there. And we don't even have a train that comes here yet. Enable train limit 1. Get it wired up, please. Enable, disable, plastic is less than 10,000. Okay. Now let's go tend to this train, which is nice and full. Now he can get a plastic drop off. And he can get time past 60. And he can get inactivity. And at this time, I gave him some gas so he can go to the depot. And then he'll do his thing. Although I will say I'm a little perturbed about why. Disabled by control behavior. Yeah, that might be why. There we go. I noticed that stop was redded out, X'd out on his thingy there. Okay, so we should get plastic drop off there. We also need to actually hook up everything in here to power. All right, there's our first shipment of things. All right, that is number. So we got steel and plastic, and then plastic's already here. Beautiful. Looks like it's flowing correctly. And then let's do enable train limit 1. This one's going to be, we'll just do copper here. If I can find it. Hello, copper. Hello. Thank you. Enable train limit. We did not wire it up. Stop forgetting this in general. And enable, disable, copper is less than 10K. So interesting. Hopefully we get a train there soon. And then this one, what was the last one again? Glass. Enable train limit, enable disable, set the name to glass drop off. And you guessed it, 10,000. Okay. So, in theory now, I mean, we might have to wait a little bit for... So, yeah. Hopefully we get a train here soon. Yeah, we got one on the way now. And we still don't have a glass train on the way. He's going to the depot, which means that he just picked up. Should... some fuel. And then let's see which one he's going to. Eh, he's coming where we want him. We are about to have LDSs. All right, come on. I want to see this work, please. We want to see these beautiful low density structures get made. There's our copper coming in. And there's the glass. Just occurred to me that we're only using half of the balancers. I mean, it's fine. Doesn't really bother me. Except, I guess, on the steel, right? So, everything I said about the ratios here, yeah, that was garbage. They unloaded the same rates. This is more so a space thing than anything. All right, look at that. I wish there was a milestone for this. Bulk LDS achieved at 130 hours or whatever we're at right now. There you go. We finally did it. That's a nice hurdle right there. I think we'll title this video Bulk Evil. Beautiful. We love this. And with that, we are at the somewhere between an hour and a half and 2 hours, and we are going to call it. And tonight is going to be a special calling it, because the streamer that inspired me to do these videos in the first place just took a hiatus / retired. So we are going to bootleg his content. As always, I have been Zen Mikey. You all have been awesome. Thank you so much to anyone who likes, comments, and or subscribes. And thank you so much, Kanan, for all the awesome streams over the past year and a half or so. They really have meant a lot and taught me so much about how to do this stuff, and just always had so much fun hanging out. And I hope that you choose to either start doing YouTube videos or get back into Twitch, honestly, because you will be missed. And hopefully if we do a multiplayer server one of these months, we'll be able to get you into that. So until the next stream, and I can't copy that part of this because I don't really have a schedule here. Have a good rest of your night, everybody. Take care.